You've got a new man. Are the sparks sparking?
Sparkling, honey.
How did you guys meet? Did you reach out to him?
No, you're not supposed to reach out to a man. It was like mutual friends. I thought he was cute. I was like, oh, you gotta be mine.
Are you a football fan now?
Yeah, I'm a football fan, honey. I be in the screen on Sunday every day cursing people out. Pass the ball!
Stefon Diggs is on his knees begging Cardi B to come back, and it's not because he loves her. It's because his entire career is about to crumble. His contract about to disappear, his legal case. He needs Cardi to testify. Robert Kraft, the Patriots owner, is looking at him sideways because of how he embarrassed Cardi. And here's the part that's going to blow your mind. Cardi might actually be considering taking him back. I know. After everything he did at the Super Bowl, after he humiliated her with Pre of all people, after the whole world watched her walk out of that game looking heartbroken. But there's a video that just came out from Cardi's own mouth that has everyone saying she's softening. And when you hear what she said and how she said it, you're gonna understand why people think she's wavering. Plus, I'm about to break down exactly why Stefon is panicking right now. There's a March 13th deadline that's coming up fast, and if he doesn't fix this situation before then, he's about to lose $17 million, possibly his entire Patriots career. And the Patriots? They're done with his mess. The drama, the baby mamas, fighting on Instagram, the felony case, all of it. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what Stefon stands to lose, why Robert Kraft is fed up, and whether Cardi is really about to make the biggest mistake of her life. Let's get into it. Okay, so before we get into what Cardi said that has everyone talking, let me paint the picture of what Stefon is facing right now. Because once you understand the pressure he's under, everything else is going to make sense. First, Stefon is about to hit what they call the 32-year-old wall. Now, if you don't follow football, let me explain what that means. For wide receivers specifically, 32 is when your body starts giving out. Your speed drops, your catches drop, your value plummets. Stefon just turned 32, and statistically, this is when players at his position fall off a cliff. Now, he had a great regular season. He put up over 1,000 receiving yards, which is impressive. But here's the problem. When the playoffs came, when the games actually mattered, he went completely quiet. He choked. And that confirmed everybody's worst fear, that his battery is draining faster than it used to. Second, and this is the big one, his cap hit for the 2025 season is $26.5 million. Let me say that again, $26.5 million. For a 32-year-old player who just choked in the playoffs, that is an absolutely insane amount of money. Now, here's where it gets interesting. If the Patriots cut him or trade him before June 1st, they save about $17 million in cap space. $17 million. In the NFL, on thin ice usually just means you're too expensive for your age. And Stefon, he's both. But wait, because there's a specific date you need to know about. March 13th. If Stefon is still on the Patriots roster by March 13th, another $6 million of his salary becomes fully guaranteed, meaning the Patriots have to pay him that money no matter what. So the team has to decide his fate in the next few weeks, before March 13th. That's the deadline. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but he's talented. They'll just keep him. But here's where it gets messy. And this is why Stefon is reportedly begging Cardi to come back. The way Stefon treated Cardi, he forgot that Robert Kraft loves Cardi. Let me say that again. Robert Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots, a literally billionaire, has a genuine friendship with Cardi B. They're close. Like, actually close. And Stefon, by bringing Pre, his alleged side piece, to the Super Bowl while Cardi was there as a primary guest of the team, he didn't just mess up his relationship with Cardi, he embarrassed a close friend of the team owner in Robert Kraft's own house at his own event on the biggest night of the NFL season. Do you understand how bad that is? Cardi spent the entire season sitting in Robert Kraft's VIP suite. She was there as his guest. She was representing the Patriots organization. And when she felt disrespected at the Super Bowl When she realized Pri was there in the team hotel, walking around the secure practice facility, she left the game early. Now here's what you need to understand about the NFL and image. Robert Kraft and the league were trying to make Stefon and Cardi the East Coast version of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. They wanted the wholesome celebrity couple storyline, the power couple energy, the headlines, the marketing opportunities. Instead, what did they get? Cheating receipts, baby mama drama, halftime stadium exits. Felony charges. The Patriots are sick of this messy version of celebrity culture. And Cardi leaving before the game was over? That sent a massive signal to the entire world that the star receiver's personal life was in complete shambles during the biggest game of the year. That's a bad look. Not just for Stefon, for the entire team. Now let's add another layer. Stefon has a felony strangulation case hanging over his head. He pleaded not guilty on February 13th, but the case is still active, and teams can use conduct detrimental to the team as an excuse to void guaranteed money. And I think, this is just my opinion, but I think Stefon needs Cardi to testify about what she saw, to back up his version of events, to say the chef is lying, which means he needs her cooperation. But there's more, because the drama isn't just about Cardi. Stefon brought Pri, a woman with messy history with Cardi's ex, Offset, to the team's OFOSH hotel and the secure practice facility during Super Bowl week. That showed a complete lack of focus. It made the Super Bowl about his personal entourage instead of the actual game. The Patriots see all of this as a whirlwind of legal and personal distractions that a stable veteran leader shouldn't have. And let's talk about the baby mama situation because it's wild. Stefon has, 6 or 7 kids with multiple women? And just the other night, his baby mamas were on Instagram going AT each other. One saying he's always going to be mine, the other responding, don't let this pretty face fool you. I don't play. And people in the comments were saying things like, I don't know what Stefon has on these women, but may that kind of love never find me. The Patriots are looking at all of this and they're seeing a man who is a baby-making machine with drama constantly swirling around him. They also have another concern, Drake May. Drake May is the Patriots' young franchise quarterback, their future, their hope. The team is terrified that Stefon's chaotic lifestyle is going to rub off on Drake. They want professional veteran leadership, not tabloid headlines. There are also reports that the drama in the family section, with baby mamas and wag drama, made other players' wives and partners uncomfortable. And on top of all of that, Stefon is playing on a repaired ACL from late 2024. The Patriots are genuinely worried that the combination of age, injury history, legal stress, and personal chaos is going to lead to a total physical breakdown. So when you add it all up, 32 years old, $26.5 million, cap hit choked in the playoffs, felony case, embarrassed the owner's friend baby mama drama on social media, playing on a repaired knee, you start to understand why the Patriots might be ready to move on. Now you might be thinking, okay, but Stefon is talented. He just put up a 1,000-yard season. He'll find another team easy. Not so fast. Yeah, Stefon is incredibly talented. Normally a guy like that would have 31 other teams calling immediately, but here's the catch. There's what insiders are calling a toxic discount on him right now. Teams will sign him, but they won't pay him Patriots money. If the Patriots cut him, his next contract will likely be a prove-it deal with very little guaranteed money. Because of all the drama, landing spots, rumors are already swirling that teams like the Buffalo Bills, his old team, or the San Francisco 49ers might take a look, but they'll want him at clearance sale prices. Bargain bin rates, and no team wants to trade for him right now because they'd have to take on that $26.5 million cap hit. Everyone is waiting for the Patriots to cut him so they can get him for cheap. So here's the situation Stefon is facing. Sports insiders are saying the Patriots might be telling him, look, you got a felony case. You got a messy breakup with the owner's friend. You're 32 years old. Lower your salary to $10 million or we'll cut you before March 13th. Stefon has to decide if he wants to stay with the Patriots and Drake May for less money or get cut and enter a market where everyone is gossiping about his legal issues and personal chef drama. If he can make it to March 13th, that $6 million hits and becomes guaranteed. April 1st is his court date. That's when the legal truth comes out. If the Patriots keep him past March 13th, they're basically betting $6 million that he'll be cleared on April 1st. But given that the drama involves Robert Kraft's friend, Cardi B, the team's patience is at an all-time low. Okay, so now, let's get to the video that has everyone saying Cardi might be considering taking Stefon back. Before I show you what she said, I need you to keep two things in mind. 1. Stefon humiliated Cardi at the Super Bowl in front of the entire world. 2. He humiliated her with Prey, her arch nemesis, the same woman who was allegedly Offset's mistress. The same woman who was allegedly pregnant by Offset at the same time Cardi was pregnant, the same woman Offset allegedly made terminate her pregnancy because he was trying to stay with Cardi. That's the woman Stefon brought to the Super Bowl. So keep that context in your mind as you hear what Cardi said. Someone was apparently talking about Cardi's baby or Stefon or the situation. And Cardi came out swinging with this response. Just because I'm not messing with my baby daddy doesn't mean you get to talk about my baby. Now, some people said she was responding to Bobby because Bobby jumped in the comments and said something shady like, can you name someone with more baby mamas than receiving yards? I can't, which, not gonna lie, was kind of funny, but also messy. But here's what has people's attention. Listen to the way Cardi said it. She didn't say just because I'm not with Stefon or just because we broke up. She said just because I'm not messing with my baby daddy, which implies they're currently not together. Present tense, but also implies that could change. And the fact that she's being so protective of him, telling people they can't talk about him just because she's not with him right now, that has people saying she's leaving the door open. Here's the thing about Cardi. When she's in love or when she's committed to someone, she gets real protective. We saw it with Offset for years, through all his cheating, through all the disrespect, through everything. She would defend him, protect him, tell people to stop talking about him. And she's doing the same energy right now with Stefon. Why would you be protective of someone who just humiliated you on the world's biggest stage? Someone who brought your enemy to the same event you were at? Someone who made you cry while holding your 2-month-old baby? It doesn't make logical sense. Unless you're considering giving them another chance. Now look, I don't know Cardi personally, none of us do, but we can read the signs. And Cardi also said something that made people raise their eyebrows. She put something on her 2-month-old son. She said, we're all going to be on our knees apologizing, and she put that on her baby. That's some serious confidence. That's someone who believes she knows something the rest of us don't. Now, would Cardi be foolish to take Stefon back? In my opinion, absolutely. She's a 2-month postpartum mother who was publicly humiliated. She left her position of power. She walked away with her dignity. Why would she go back to that circus? But here's the reality. She does have a 2-month-old baby by him. She does seem like she wants the ring and the family unit. And look how many chances she gave Offset. Look how many chances she gave Offset. So while we hope Cardi just keeps pushing forward, the pattern is there. Now let's talk about what Stefon stands to lose if he doesn't get Cardi back. Because I genuinely think that's why he's begging. Not because he necessarily loves her or wants to be with her, but because he needs her. He needs her to testify in his legal case. He needs her to get back in Robert Kraft's good graces. He needs her to stabilize his image before that March 13th deadline. Think about his financial situation right now. He's got 6 or 7 kids with multiple women. He's paying child support to multiple people. It looks like he's supporting his entire extended family, plus allegedly supporting Pre and who knows who else. If the Patriots cut him and he has to take a discount contract somewhere else, his lifestyle is going to change dramatically, going from $26.5 million to maybe $10 million or less. When you have that many financial obligations, that's a problem. So yeah, I see why Stefon is on his hands and knees begging for Cardi to come back. If I was in his position with all those financial obligations and legal issues, I'd probably be begging too. But here's my question. Let's go back to the Super Bowl for a second, because I think people are forgetting just how bad that was. Cardi was there as a VIP guest of Robert Kraft. She was in his suite. She was representing the Patriots. She's wearing team colors, she's cheering, she's bringing that Cardi B energy and star power to the event. And meanwhile, Stefon has Pre-E of all people at the team hotel, walking around the secure practice facility in the family section. The level of disrespect is truly insane. Because it's not like Pre is just some random woman. She has history with Cardi, painful history involving Offset and alleged pregnancies and alleged terminations. Stefon knew that. He had to know that. And he brought her anyway. That tells you everything you need to know about what he thinks of Cardi, at least in that moment when he thought he was on top of the world and about to win a Super Bowl. Because here's what I always say. The best determination of how somebody really feels about you is how they treat you when they think you can't do anything for them. When Stefon thought he was about to win a Super Bowl and ascend to the gods and do his big thing, he let Cardi and the world know what he thought about her. He showed her exactly where she ranked in his priorities. And now that he needs her again, now that his career is on the line and his legal case needs her testimony and Robert Kraft is giving him the cold shoulder, now he's begging. Now he's sorry. Now he wants her back. That should tell Cardi everything she needs to know. But here's the thing. We've seen this pattern before with Cardi. With Offset, she took him back multiple times through cheating scandals, through public humiliation, through him literally having other women pregnant while she was pregnant. She always took him back until she finally didn't. And now we're watching the same pattern potentially play out with Stefon. The humiliation, the public apology tour, the begging, the I need her for my career/legal situation, the dramatic reconciliation. It's almost like clockwork. Now, I'm not saying Stefon doesn't like Cardi at all. I'm not saying it's all fake. What I am saying is that if we find out later that he was just using her for image and connections and now needs her for his legal case and career, I wouldn't be surprised. I genuinely would not be surprised because his actions at the Super Bowl told us what he really thought when he felt secure and on top. Look, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Stefon genuinely loves her and just made a massive mistake. Maybe he's truly sorry and wants to build a family with her. But from the outside looking in, based on what we can see, it looks like he needs her more than he loves her. Now, I talked to some sports insiders to get their take on this situation, and here's what they told me. They said the Patriots are in a really difficult position right now. Because on paper, Stefon is still talented. He can still play at a high level, in the regular season at least. But the baggage he brings is starting to outweigh the production. One insider told me, in the NFL, you can survive being expensive. You can survive being old. You can even survive having legal issues. But when you combine all of those things with embarrassing the owner's friend, that's when teams start looking for the exit. They said Robert Kraft is a businessman first. He doesn't make emotional decisions usually, but this situation with Cardi really bothered him because he considers her a genuine friend. And in Kraft's mind, Stefon didn't just disrespect Cardi. He disrespected him by disrespecting his guest at his own event. That's not something billionaire owners forget easily. Another insider said the March 13th deadline is real. And if Stefon hasn't smoothed things over by then, both legally and with the organization, there's a very real chance they cut him before that money becomes guaranteed. They also said, don't be surprised if Stefon suddenly settles that legal case with the chef right before March 13th, because he can't afford to have that hanging over him when the Patriots are making their decision. Which would be very convenient timing, don't you think? So here's where we're at. Stefon is facing a career crisis, legal troubles, financial pressure, an aging body, a damaged relationship with the team owner, and his solution? Get Cardi back. Not necessarily because he loves her, but because he needs her. He needs her testimony. He needs her to smooth things over with Robert Kraft. He needs her to stabilize his public image before that March 13th deadline. And Cardi? She's showing signs that she might actually be considering it. The protective energy. The don't talk about my baby daddy comments. The confidence that people will be apologizing soon. It all points to someone who's at least thinking about reconciliation. Now, should she do it? In my opinion, absolutely not. She should keep pushing forward. She should focus on her career and her children and her own healing. She should let Stefon deal with the consequences of his own actions. But will she? Based on history? Based on patterns? I honestly don't know. What I do know is that we're about to find out very soon, because March 13th is coming up fast. If Stefon is still on the Patriots roster after that date, it means they're betting on him. And it probably means he convinced them he's got his life together. And if Cardi suddenly appears back by his side right around that time, we'll know exactly what happened. So here's what I want to know from you. Do you think Cardi should take Stefon back? Do you think he genuinely loves her, or is he just using her to save his career? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I genuinely want to hear what y'all think about this situation. Hit that like button if this breakdown opened your eyes to what's really going on behind the scenes. Subscribe because you know I'm going to be covering what happens on March 13th and whether Cardi makes that decision. And share this with your friends who need to understand what's really happening here because mainstream media is not telling you the full story. I'll see you in the next one. Stay aware, stay critical, and remember, watch what people do when they think you can't do anything for them. That's when you see who they really are.